Hey, what is up guys, Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Now, finally managed to find some time to watch the first episode of the Blue Archive animation anime. Alright, so we're gonna talk a little bit about it in this video, but first things first, alright? I'll try my best to keep this as spoiler-free as possible, because some of you guys maybe haven't read the story. But it's going to be very similar to the story anyway, so it's like, you know, there's that as well, right? So let's first talk about what's happening in Blue Archive this week. Now, if everything goes well, we should have the collab at the end of this month or early next month. It's like end of April or early May is my guess. So make sure you guys are still prepared for that. If everything goes according to JP server, right? Now let's talk about these rewards, the Blue Archive Anime Celebration Special On Time reward. So every single week, if you log in, you will be able to get these particular rewards. Now, what is these rewards, you ask? So on the first week, right now, a total of 600 pyroxenes. So it should be right there, right here, as you can see. I haven't claimed it, so I just wanted to show you guys there. So you should be getting this, the TVA broadcast gift. So you get a bunch of this. Now, they actually kind of crazy. They did promise that we are going to get special gifts every Sunday. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. And so far, on the first week, we are getting this amount of things. Of course, they did not say, again, they didn't really say that we're going to get the same things every single week. But it would be cool if every week we will be getting 600 pyroxenes. That would be insane. That would make Nexon the best gacha company ever. Is that going to happen? I doubt it. I have my doubts, because 600, assuming Blue Archive anime has about 12 episodes, or maybe let's just assume it has 10 episodes, alright? Easy to calculate. We're going to get 6,000 pyroxenes. I don't really believe that. That's a bit too much. That's a bit too generous, you know? It'd be nice. It'd be nice if we have that, right? So there's that as well going into this. So let's talk about the Blue Archive anime a little bit, and we're gonna, you know, give you guys a breakdown without spoilers. Now, when it comes to anime stuff, especially on YouTube, right, it's going to be a little bit sensitive. I try to, you know, make sure that to stay away from watching anime or like putting any anime clips, because it can get copyrighted. All right, this is something that's like very, very serious. And as someone that has been copyright strike before, it's going to be something that's extremely risky on my channel. I don't want to risk it too much. I've got 2 strikes last year alone in 2023. Third strike, and this channel is gonna be gone, all right, get taken down completely. So here's what I want to do. All right, we're gonna be looking at some screenshots. That's the best I got. If I can post clips, I'll try to post clips along the way, so we get a better idea, easier idea of what I'm talking about. All right, I'll be editing this video and putting some clips on top of it. So let's first talk about the anime. Again, no spoilers whatsoever, but I just want to go into this. Now, first of all, my expectation of the anime is going to be super low. I was thinking like this is going to be kind of bad. I don't want to overhype it too much, because my experience with gacha games anime is most of the time it tends to not be that impressive. Alright, that's what I've heard. If I'm not mistaken, there's a few gacha games that try to do that. Girls Frontline, Azur Lane, and those anime did not do so well. They sort of somewhat flop, right, in a way. And then there's Arknight's anime, which I'm not super familiar with. Now, same applies with Blue Archive. Knowing those other animes in the past, I tend to like temper my expectations, not put too high hopes into thinking that the anime is going to be good. But after watching it, damn, I was pleasantly surprised. There are some things where I'm still not too sure which is the direction that they are going, right? Are they making the anime for Blue Archive fans, players that already watch or play the game, player that already plays the game and read the story, players that are already accustomed to the lore of Abydos and, I mean, Shale, Kivotos in general, right? Is it only for those players? Because I'm not really seeing that a new person that never played the game before will be able to understand, because you have a lot of questions. For example, why do they have guns at their home? And why is every other character a furry? Stuff like that, right? So even in the game, they don't really explain those things. So I think those are fine, right? But those things are still left unexplained. I guess it's just the Blue Archive world setting in general, right? Now, first up, I feel like my expectation was kind of high towards the graphics or the animation quality of how they render the students. I feel like the L2D in this game is top-notch, and I was hoping like it would be on par with this L2D that we see right now. I'm gonna try to do like a side-by-side comparison. So this is Donomi. So you can see this is how she looks like in the game, in the L2D form, and then in the anime, I would say it's like more blurry in a way. So I'm just gonna show a few examples, and of course comparing Sarika as well. This is the L2D in the game, which 10 out of 10, right? It looks absolutely perfect. Of course, when they have their own animation studio, they try to animate things, and you know, it's going to look a little bit different depending on the style. So Sarika in the game looks like this, and in the anime, it looks a little bit like it lacks the detail, it seems like. So I feel like that's going to be something that you will notice throughout. And I get it, maybe it's not fair to compare all of this L2D in the game to the animation quality or whatsoever, but the truth is, the game actually has a very good L2D for every character has L2D? I think there are some that do not have. Alright, so this is for Shiroko. You can see compared to the anime's one, definitely it does lack a little bit of detail as well. And last but not least, Hoshino, right? I do like the aspect that they actually match Hoshino's colors as well. That is pretty accurate as far as I know. It's going to be as accurate as it gets. I think it's just more of a preference thing. If anything, this is letting you guys know that this game is just hard to beat the L2D in this game. It's just like, you know, top notch. And yeah, I don't think there's any animation quality that can come close to what Blue Archive, the game itself, has to provide. Now, of course, this is just one aspect of the anime, right? Graphics is just like one side of the thing. What surprises me the most, and I think this is what like makes me really intrigued when I watch the anime throughout, is the NPCs, actually. The lore of the NPCs, how they appear, and I find it extremely interesting, and they are quite funny as well during the fight scenes, right? There were some fight scenes as well. It's pretty interesting how they actually was able to deliver the NPC in its truest form. And I do like that. I think Blue Archive is not just about the characters, but also the NPCs, right? So I think that's what makes the game really, really good. All of the character has their own personality for sure, but there's just going to be a lot of students, and then the NPCs, they all have their own charm as well, right? So for example, the Kata-Kata Helmet Gang, right? They are there to constantly cause trouble. Finally, we get to see them in action. And that's the main reason why I put for Ichika, because of Mob-chan. So hopefully, I don't know, if Mob-chan ever makes it in the anime, that'll be kind of cool, right? In the future, hopefully. Now, Sensei is the character that you play as. And of course, in the anime, they have to make it like a thing, right? Or else it will be kind of weird to do the storytelling. Like in the game, obviously, you don't really get to look at how Sensei looks like, because it's like a self-insert thing, obviously. But in the anime, it's that character. I think it delivers, you know. For me personally, I think the personality seems to be in line with what I expect whenever I read Blue Archive's story on my own. So that's just overall my perspective. Now, the story so far is just exactly like I mentioned in the game, except for the opening prologue. That one was quite deep. Obviously, there's plenty of potential in the future for them to do more things. We're starting off in Abydos, and it's going to be perhaps 12 episodes in Abydos, so they're going to explain throughout what's going to happen, build up from the slow momentum first. Obviously, if you guys have played Blue Archive, you know not every character appear in the main story. So that's going to be my concern. For example, in the recent event, Trip Trap Train. Alright, we have Kasumi and Ichika, and these are all the side story characters, and I would love to see them in the anime as well. So I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen, if they're just going to follow the main story. So that's going to be something that I'm not sure how they will implement, but if they intend to make this like a long-term thing, perhaps that's something that we can look forward to. It would be nice because like some characters, they almost never appear in the main story, like Noah and Yuka, the relationship between them, you will almost never see that in the main story. Those are all in the events, right? So that's something that I would love to see in the anime, but I doubt they'll be able to squeeze in so many things, right? At the end of the day, overall, I think Blue Archive anime has a lot of potential. I would highly urge you guys to check it out. So yeah, with that being said, let me know what you guys think of Blue Archive anime. If you guys have watched it, if you guys haven't, you guys are not interested, that's fine. Let me know why in the comment section below as well. As always, subscribe, give this video a like. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Have a nice day. Goodbye.